what's it like to get out here and just hang around with some North Carolina commits?
It's been fun. It's been fun. Just being out here with a lot of the guys that you play against in the season, and you know they're good, and then you get out here and you just get to talk it up with them. It's going to be a fun
week. KJ, what's this past week been like with you with all the in-home visits?
It's been different. I think, you know, as a recruit, you really look forward to the officials. But, you know, with all the in-home visits, it's been something I probably enjoyed the most out of the entire recruiting process. Just getting down to, you know, eat a meal or have a coach come by the school and just, you know, sit down and talk about how your future's looking and things like that. It's been probably my favorite part.
With Clemson's in-home visit, was it good to get some reassurance from Brent Venables that, hey, I'm not going anywhere, I'll be here if you come?
Yeah. We didn't really, you know, talk about that much, but I saw, you know, right up with Mike Jones and them, he told them that, so, you know, that was really good.
What was your biggest takeaway from the in-home visit with Clemson?
You know, that they're still in it, that they still love me, and probably that, you know, that if I go in, you know, they won't take anybody else. I'll be the last one.
Could you detail that in-home with South Carolina?
It was kind of split up. Coach Muschamp had to come by the school first to see me, and then he got to go by the house and see the parents, so it was split up, but, you know, the best he could do, so we'd take it. It went very well. You know, he's definitely talking about me being a trailblazer there, you know, just like Jadeveon Clowney and guys like that, and the fact that they made progress over the last couple of years, which you can see, you know, just in their record. So it went well.
How important is your relationship with him?
It's been very important. You know, I tell a lot of people out of head coaches, he's definitely the one I talk to the most. You know, he's taking my recruitment just straight in his hands, and I know he's a defensive head coach, and that speaks a lot, you know, to that school and him himself.
You're at T-minus 9 days and counting now until your decision.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have this going on this week, but what are those 9 days going to be like for you? What do you have to get done?
Like you said, this week comes first. You know, I'm taking it in stages and, you know, enjoying the Strong Bowl, going to the Strong Hospital. That's my first and foremost. You know, having fun with these guys. You know, taking South Carolina down Saturday. You know, that's the first goal. Then, you know, those last couple of days is when we start thinking. You know, I tell everybody I haven't, you know, really thought about it. I haven't really decided. You know, trying to put people in groups like that. That's what I get 48 to, you know, so hours to think about it with the family. So that's what those last days will be for.
What is it that keeps Clemson in the mix?
Just the fact that they've been recruiting me so long. Obviously, they're very successful. You know, that speaks to all the 5 schools, you know, that I'm talking to. That's not really that big of a deal, but just the fact that, you know, they've been recruiting me since my freshman year. And obviously, Coach Swinney's been a great guy, you know, a great recruiter in that aspect. But Coach Bates coming in, I think is the biggest thing. I had a really good relationship with Coach Hobby. But Coach Bates, you know, he's a genuine guy, and, you know, he's been really good, you know, taking that spot, you know, not really forcing it because he knows I had a good relationship with the last coach.
KJ obviously didn't make that Alabama official this weekend. Are they still in the mix, or what's?
Yeah, they are. They are. Just some recruiting talk with a coach and Coach Saban. You know, there's a lot of secondary guys going to the league, so they're putting the outside linebackers on the back burner for right now. And by me saying that, you know, it's just the guys that committed right now is what they're focusing on. I know Coach Taj will be hitting me up this week. You know, just let me know the news about them.
You still expect to get an in-home from Georgia?
I don't think so. That Coach came by school, Coach Scherer, and so I already talked to him. But as far as them coming in home, I think, you know, the way the rules and everything sets up after this week, you know, just be with the family.
How much does that trailblazer role, if you do end up picking South Carolina, weigh on your mind as someone that could do that?
It weighs a lot. Coach Muschamp, he asked me, he said, when was the last time you sat the bench? And not necessarily sitting the bench, you know, it came to mind, but definitely not being the guy, you know, would be a little different. And knowing that, you know, I at least have a big and good opportunity to be that guy at South Carolina, you know, definitely have me thinking about those guys.
How do they want to move you around?
Same way I played this year, 3-4, you know, messing, you know, with schemes and everything, being able to drop, being able to rush, you know, just being creative. You know, I think that's what I like about my position, my size and my speed is I can be creative. So, you know, having that thought process, you know, really helps both of them.
Where does Brent Venables see you playing?
He sees me mixing around as well. You know, he told me stance-wise, you know, it won't really matter that much as far as, you know, it's what I'm comfortable with, what I can be more successful in. Obviously, they're more of a 4-3, and that's what I played in my junior, sophomore year. So, you know, just getting that versatile feel in the last 2 seasons really helps me with all the schools.
With signing day right around the corner, is Xavier at Clemson in your ear a lot more now?
He's not a lot. You know, like I was telling the last reporter, he's a good friend of mine. He texted me last night. We're both Eagles fans. We were talking about the quarterback. We took a big loss there.
Yeah.
So it's just this friendly banter. He understands this process. He's been through it. And he knows I got to do what's best for my future, my family. So he's been good with it.
It's so funny, and this will be my last question, but everybody talks about your dad and where your dad could wind up. Does that have anything to do with where you will wind up?
It does. I think out of my 5 schools, if my dad would end up anywhere, obviously that's what he loves to do, and he's a part of my family, and I like all 5 schools enough to where that could be a big decision coming forward. So, it's not nothing to where it's like an analyst type deal or anything like that, but if he comes in and he coach, that'd be big. And at the same time, we've already talked about that. He's not pressuring me. Like, if he were to get a job, he's letting every coach know that doesn't ensure that I'm committing there. And it's still my decision, but it's definitely something I think about.
My last question for you is just how are you going to be glad when this whole process is over here in a few days, or is it part of you going to miss it?
I'll miss it for the most part. I've been telling a lot of coaches, when I get that question, I say, I'm grateful, and I definitely still am. But after filling out all these applications, going through that process, that was rough. So I'll be glad when that's over. I'll be glad when that's over.